Hi guys, and welcome back to Together We're Journey. My name is Jeanette, and as you can see, my house is progressing. So, do you want to know what I'm using this for? Stay tuned, and it's not to graffiti my house. So let's have a look at this kind of area. So this area here is on the side of the house, and it's also on the west side, so which means that it will get a lot of sun. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be planting anything yet. As you can see, the build is not completely finished, and I'm going to have more people, more tradies coming in, and they're going to just ruin this area. Not only that, the planning of this area has to be put into place. So this is just going to be a quick idea of how I get this here onto the ground, visualize, see if it actually does work and fit in with the house. Now, when we're planning things first is the earth. The earth has to be suitable for the plants. So if you look right now at the ground as it is, it's yellow sand. Not a lot of things will grow through yellow sand. So when the contractors are done and they are no longer an issue for me, I will then get rid of this, well, not get rid of it, but I will put some good soil in there, manure, charcoal, all the good stuff, all the stuff that I would use in my soil that I have done in a previous video. So I will get this to the point where I can actually grow things. So what am I using the spray paint for? Well, check this out. Right, so here I have put a line out 5 meters, and the reason I've done that is because I want my driveway, the limestone, to be 5 meters away from the fence to here. The next 5 meters from my big overall plan is going to be native. So if we just quickly, it's going to come up to about roughly, let's say roughly here. So that's the area that I want to grow like my natives. Now, I don't want anything too close to the house when it comes to scrub and bushland. So that'll be pretty much it. Now, knowing that this is how I want this area done, I know that a grevillea, which is the native of Australia, will grow to be about, I don't know, 2 meters, maybe 3 meters wide. So we know that that's going to be about there. And then what I like as well is have a bit of privacy. And as you can see, I'm in line with the house in front of me, way out yonder. It looks really far on this camera, but it's actually just there. So I like the Banksias. So I was thinking about growing Banksias, which may change. So if I put a G here, so I know that's a grevillea. And let's say, let's change that actually. Let's put a bottle brush. So let's put a bottle brush in that area, because the bottle brush is a great native for hedges and keeping out privacy. So let's get a beautiful bottle brush. Right. And then I'll mix it up with another grevillea. So, you know, grevillea is going to grow about, I don't know, 3 meters, like I said before, which is fine, because this is all about my fire element. It's all about the zoning, and it's all about giving plants space to grow. And then over here, surprisingly, right where that house is, I would love to put another bottle brush. Maybe I get a purple splendor or a pink surprise. Who knows? But this way, whoops, now I know that I can probably do another grevillea in this area here and go G. Oh, grevillea's only got one G. Right, so here, already I know I've got those plants good to go. And potentially, I can put another plant here. Let's do another bottle brush. Or we can do a Banksia. No, we'll do another bottle brush. And the whole point of planning is the fact that if you don't like what you've done, you can just rub it out. This is the joys of spray paint, yeah? It's not always permanent. So then here, I know I've got probably another 2.5 meters to play with from that zone line of the overall plan I had of this whole block, which is not too bad because it's not too close to the house. However, in saying that, I do want a medium-sized tree to go about here-ish, maybe closer, maybe here. So I know if I grow, and I was thinking maybe a tipuana tip. A tipuana is a beautiful tree that's like a canopy. I could potentially park my car underneath it because I've chosen not to have a garage with my house. So yes, that's right, people. I've chosen not to have a garage. So parking under a tree is not going to be a big thing for me, or I can do a little makeshift cover, not a problem. But it's not too close to the house either, which is something that I don't want. And the rest of this area, I can actually now probably either limestone it, cement it, do something. I haven't really decided, but that's the whole point of planning this kind of stuff. Now the next thing is what I'm going to do about water, right? So that's one of the other elements is water. So we've dealt with the earth, the preparation. We've dealt with air, making sure that the plants aren't overplanted. And we've also dealt with the water is what we're going to deal with right now. So I need to get water to all these plants some way or another. Now, if I have retic, when I get retic, I'll be using bore water. But in the meantime, that these plants here need to get water. Super important. Now, if I put a sprinkler pretty much here for now, around there, that should cover this whole area. Now, if I get one of those oscillating sprinklers, good for lawns, it will be good for this area as well. So they can temporarily get water until I make a better decision with my bore water. So now we've dealt with water. What about the fire part? Let's have a look, right? I'm really close to the house and I don't like being in a fire prone area. I don't like shrubs too close to the house in case there is a fire. So what am I going to do? So for mulch, I probably mix up with a bit of living mulch. So let's go for a little bit of ground cover. So let's place a little bit of ground cover here. And then in this area here as well. And we'll just interlace it kind of thing. And that hopefully will help keep the sand, a bit of the sand down as well. So now we've got ground cover there. And the rest of it, I will probably mulch with gravel or some kind of stone. And then I will probably get this area here limestone. So when my tree grows, I can park my car underneath it. So this is all about planning and getting your garden together. Oh, it's getting a little bit windy now. So guys, yeah, there's a portaloo right there. The tradie's got to go somewhere. So as you can see, that's pretty much how I get things out of my head and actually visualizing. So it's great to actually, draw it up on a bit of paper and actually, get things on paper looking really good. But what I've noticed is that what's on paper doesn't always match the ground. So this is why I love spray painting, and I do a lot of spray painting on my garden. The best thing about this is that it's not permanent, and therefore I can change things up if I don't think it's going to fit. So hopefully you found today's information informative. If you have, like it and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next week. Bye guys.